Yo, what is up, my dudes? I'm back with another video. This time I'm gonna be doing things a little different with my fanfic. We'll be going into at least 2 to 3 chapters at once, with this, and yeah, this first chapter of the Dead Alive Torture series, it's ironic. The first chapter is ironic because I thought of it when I was at the park. And yeah, the first chapter starts off with Tohka waking up in a familiar place. And this is not a good familiar place. It's DEM Industries, where she was actually where it wasn't really a good memories and all that. So this chapter starts off with her waking up and Westcott entering the room. And basically, he starts by cutting her clothes off and all that stuff. And I think he assaults her. I don't really know. And this part is I wanna leave a graphic warning, as he grabs a taser and he puts it in her lower region. That's all I'll go into, and turns it on, and actually causes her immense pain, and I think she passes out, from it, and that ends the first chapter. It's pretty short, and on to the second chapter, Origami's Aphrodisiac Arrows. This one was actually heavily inspired from a dream that I had had a few nights before, where I had basically that. And stuff. So this one starts off with Origami actually coming, in this, forest area, and she's being chased by DEMs, goons and all that, and they're chasing her with bows and arrows, and she actually gets hit by the bows and arrows, and she actually gets, and she feels like this warm feelings start to come over her. Well, long story short, those are filled, the arrows are filled with an aphrodisiac. So every time she gets hit, she's actually gets turned on, basically. And long story short, she continues to get hit by the arrows and is actually captured by these, yellow rope type, yellow, spherical type things that actually corner her, or capture her, and eventually a Bandersnatch, similar to the Alice in Wonderland a DS video game, comes in and actually says that it is actually going to torture Origami. Now, this was my favorite part of the fanfic, personally, as the creature summons its claws and actually roars. And stuff, which I will be putting in what the roar was, actually. So yeah, the creature roars, and basically starts off my favorite part of the fanfic. The creature starts off by cutting off Origami's shirt, followed by her bra, and then her panties, and then I think it injects her with needles or something, I forget, with its claws and such, I think. And eventually it actually starts videotaping her. This is actually where it's a little, it's actually really, where it's not as interesting as the previous part, but it's interesting nonetheless. So it starts videotaping her, and this is where it's actually kind of interesting. It starts showing her live on, like, video tapes around the world, and there are just guys just freaking gawking at her, making comments and all that. And this is where, and this is the interesting thing. Westcott actually summons a portal to where those guys can actually come in and actually have their quote-unquote way with Origami, and they do so. Basically ending off the second chapter of the fanfic. And yeah, I will be stopping at this chapter specifically, so I will be doing either 2 or 3 chapters each time I do a video. I just thought that it would be easier instead of doing just 1 chapter and doing 9 videos in particular. So I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, that starts off the fanfic with my first 2 chapters and stuff. But until next time, guys, peace out.